Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing the week 6, I believe. Yes, 6 power rankings for the NFL. Kind of an interesting slate here. Just going over everything, reviewing what happened last week quickly. But yeah, we'll start off here. Pretty easy one, I think. Broncos 32. You lost again on national television. It looked not particularly good because the Chiefs didn't play great. And you still be able to put up almost no fight. It just is what it is. And quickly, I'm going to be going a bit quicker in this video because I think that I've gotten some feedback that maybe a bit quicker format would be a bit better because we've gotten a little stagnant on the channel with some growth recently, but we're still growing subscribers, but the views aren't right there right now. But hey, listen, we keep pushing, keep grinding, keep chopping, as a wise man once said. Maybe not so wise, but Patriots at 32 or 31. Yeah, they were tough. They lost again. Another bad loss. At this point, you're just tanking, and I like to think of, these teams as like, listen, there's a lot more things. And if you just draft Caleb Williams and think, your problems will be fixed, probably not. There's actually a lot of issues going on here. And I think that they got to really have a good look in the mirror and figure out what's going on here. Bears, Justin Fields got hurt, and yeah, the backup's not better, obviously. Tyson Badgett, I think it is. They did just sign Trace McSorley to the practice squad, which could get very fun. As a Big Ten guy myself, that'd be really fun. I think it'd be pretty funny as well. But yeah, you lost to the Vikings. It's been now what? I think you haven't won a game at home, and I think they said over a calendar year now. That's pretty tough. Yeah, well, they keep moving, but again, you and the team that's next, 29th, you have both the draft picks. Carolina Panthers, you're only up here because you score a few times. You took a 2-touchdown lead. Bryce Young showed flashes. Adam Thielen looks like an incredible deal. I mean, guy's playing out of his mind this season. I traded for him in a few of my fantasy leagues, which might end up, helping me win the leagues because goodness, those guys are good right now. Yeah, you don't have your first round pick, which sucks. I don't even think you have your third round pick, which also sucks. But I like, kind of what they're doing. I think they got a little bit more of a future right now. Obviously, some of the teams behind them, like most of the Bears, right? They got 2 picks and they can probably instantly flip their team around. Like, look at what it's done with the Texans, right? You just take a big defensive guy and you can take a quarterback and you can totally change your whole team overnight. But yeah, the Panthers, you're competitive against the Dolphins the first bit, and then you had to pick 6 at the end. So 21 points in the Dolphins is nothing to snap about. Nothing to, I guess, sleep on. I don't even know what the word I even said came out of my mouth. Cardinals. I almost want to call them my Cardinals because they're just a frisky, fun team. They kind of got shut down against the Rams. Kind of expected it though, right? But they've been frisky, right? They're not a terrible, like, just brush over team. They're still losing games. They're losing them competitively. Competitive losing, I guess it's another way to say tanking efficiently, maybe. Where it's not so obvious. I guess it's like subliminal tanking. But yeah, Titans, Malik Willis is going to be the quarterback going forward, so you're probably going to end up sliding down this list a bit more. No offense. Maybe get a little Will Levis action too. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, you got smoked by the Ravens, and then yeah, Tannehill got hurt. Not great. Really not great. Tajay Spears, though, is he the next Tractorcito? I mean, obviously, it's not nearly the same build, but dude's an incredible little running back. He's kind of doing his own thing, hopping off the bench, and he's even on the play as like a secondary running back / little receiver option. And it's pretty cool how the way they're using him. Really ingenuity coming out of the Titans offense, which I don't think anyone's really said or seen in a long time. Colts, AR is out for the season. That really sucks. But yeah, there's a few other errors on this team and problems. But when you got Minshew in there, I mean, you got a few games out of Minshew. It's kind of all you could have gotten out of him, and the Colts season's basically over. Steelers. Okay. Bye week moved up a little bit. Their last few performances have been pretty tough. The offense sucks. That's why they're down so low, but their defense is unbelievable. And yeah, they're still Iowa. Falcons 24, another bad display. Ritter is just really continuing to make me question what like blackmail he has on the front office over Taylor Heineke. But hey, we keep pushing, man. I don't know what to tell you, but Bijan's cool. I mean, Ritter threw for 300 yards, but still had 3 picks. Not great. Giants had a really spirited effort. Obviously in a revenge spot for Coach Dable against the Bills on Sunday Night Football. Defense looked pretty good. Kind of what we expected. Saquon Barkley looked good again. Like, hey, look, he's still doing his thing, maybe advertising himself for others. I imagine he's going to get tagged next year or two, but he's still got a little bit of juice. If you had Dino Jones, maybe you would won this game, but no, man, the play calling at the end was so tough that it just hurts my feelings. But yeah, we'll move on here. Packers 22. Bye week. They didn't play anyone. Hopefully getting a little bit healthier because that stuff we saw last week was bad. Uh, Raiders, Jimmy G got hurt again, so we're gonna get Aiden O'Connell versus Tyson Badgett this week. That's gonna be fun. I mean, Trace McSorley makes the game so much more fun. Kind of going back to the Bears, but you took care of business. Jacoby Myers is one of the best signings or addition to the offseason, I think. Honestly, guys, unbelievable. Meyer is starting to do real well as a tight end. He's really coming out, coming out almost nowhere. Really coming into his own there. And then Devontae Adams had a huge hit by Jabril Peppers, so he was a little bit banged up, but he should be okay going forward. Vikings, you beat the Bears. Okay. Offense looked pretty stagnant without Justin Jefferson, as you might imagine, losing the best receiver arguably in football. Pretty tough to come back from that. Kirk with 181 and a touchdown. Alexander Madison, 18 carries, 44 yards. Yeah, it's nothing super impressive, to be completely honest. And I expected a little bit more out of Jordan Addison, but he scored for us. That's all we needed him to do. So it works for me. Chargers, you're almost there. You're always almost there. Josh Palmer's doing well, stepping up as wide receiver 2. Gerald Everett still is doing his thing at tight end. Keenan Allen's unbelievable. I mean, probably the longest he stayed healthy, I would imagine, in quite a while. But dude's doing great. Herbert's doing all right. The defense is pretty good, but just can't win games, man. It's just the coaching or something. Something's off. They're almost there. The Chargers are almost there. They're so close, man. They're so close. Jets at 18. They're starting to move up this list again. Zach Wilson's not like horribly terrible. They're doing all right. They beat the Eagles, which is a great win. And I think they're going to continue to build on that going forward. Coach of the Year candidate, D'Amico Ryans. Texans are kind of good, like kind of legit good. Now that the Titans are gone with Tannehill getting hurt, you imagine they're going to be down. Anthony Richardson got hurt, so they're down. If they can reel in the Jags, because Trevor Lawrence is a little banged up with his knee, he may not play against the Saints. They can sneaky almost make the playoffs. I don't think they will, but I think there's a world out there where the Texans could, make a run here and make the playoffs. They're doing their thing, and shout out Ohio State CJ Stroud. He's doing pretty well. I'd say damn near very well. So credit to him out there, man. Saints. Saints are doing their thing. Unfortunately they lost to the Texans, and I'm doing the thing where I did in the college football where it's like, oh wow, the team behind them beat the team in front of them. How you not flipping? Whoa. It's my rankings. I do what I want, but I think the Saints are going to get a good win coming up here against the Jags on Thursday. As of now, with Trevor Lawrence potentially banged up, might not be playing, let alone will be banged up for sure, but not playing right now. Bucks at 15. They're a good team. Lions just, they ran into the best team in football. Lions just absolutely ran through them, and literally and figuratively. And good summary of the play is the Kirk Reynolds block. So Bucks really got to start, figuring things out. But what was their win total? Like 4 wins, and they ended up with like 3 already, 3-2. Like, dude, like you almost hit your season win total already. So I mean, you can't complain too much here. Seahawks. Like, is the bubble starting to pop on the Seahawks? I thought they were gonna be super good, and it's not really showing up like that. But I don't know. I think they still got some good pieces. The JSN piece hasn't worked yet, but Witherspoon's playing well, doing really well. Did well on Jamar Chase, and they're a really good team building forward. I mean, I think they're like a quarterback away from being like a super elite quarterback away from being unbelievable. So I don't know if there's any quarterbacks out there that are going to want to leave or get traded, but they could really be in a good spot. Bengals at 13. They're really starting to turn into form. They're back at 500. They're really starting to carry on what we thought they were going to do in the off season. And they're starting to look real good, man. Starting to look real good. Jamar Chase, the 7-Eleven chain always open. Wasn't as open this week, but I guess he was still in his eyes was open. But I think that they're going to continue to move forward, and I think we're going to see him firmly supplanted in the top 10 for quite a while going forward. Maybe my second favorite team in the NFL, favorite one to take picks on and place bets on is definitely the Washington Commanders. Tough team, physical, gritty team, run the ball a lot, got some fun receivers, fun skill players. Sam Howell is very serviceable. I wouldn't call him good or great, but he's very serviceable. They're doing what they can with him. They're kind of moving forward, doing, keep it pushing, doing their whole thing. Cleveland Browns, they're, a huge win. I kind of was saying that they're going to be good. They still would be okay without Nick Chubb. Makes him throw the ball a bit more. Obviously that it included, taking account into Deshaun Watson being that guy, but PJ Walker has been the quarterback the last game. And they had what's it called? DTR the game before. I have him number 11, probably a bit high, but again, you beat the best team in the league and you get the best defense in the league. So as long as you have league average play at quarterback, you're really good. Imagine this team if they still had Nick Chubb though. Oh man. Obviously I'm kind of conflicting myself there, but it would still help obviously. Rams at 10. They're starting to figure it out, man. Cooper Kupp obviously missing the first 4 games. It's kind of like just get as many wins in there as you can. But the injury bug is getting this team hard. Kieran Williams is now injured. The running back, they don't know how long he's going to be out, but at least this week, we'll see if they can kind of bounce back and I guess bounce back from that injury because they obviously won last week and continue moving forward. I don't even know who they have this week. Let me quickly look. They have the Steelers at home. Okay, they should be okay, but it's going to be an away game at home. But I think that they can still pull it out. Stafford's doing his thing still. I think Zach Evans is going to be the running back. They also signed Miles Gaskin. Sorry, not Gaskin. Gaskin. So we'll see what happens there. Bills. I believe I moved them down a little bit. In terms of my power rankings, they lost last week. When you're 14, 15-point favorite and it comes down to the wire and you arguably should have lost if they didn't have terrible clock management in the first half in addition to very bad goal line play calling. Something's off these Bills, man. Like Stephon Diggs is unbelievable, man. He's doing everything in his power to carry this damn team forward. Just can't figure it out. I think it's just maybe the lack of running. Josh Allen wanting to throw the ball a bit more than he can run it. I mean, if you add in some run zoom like Lamar does, like where there's a few called runs, I think it'd be really good and really helpful for this team. Speaking of quarterback runs, Dak Prescott running has totally opened up this Cowboys offense. Tony Pollard had a pretty good game. CeeDee Lamb has gone off. He also says he's always open like 7-Eleven and Jamar Chase. He's doing his thing. And I think the Cowboys, man, I was super high on them before the year, and I think they're going to start turning it up a little bit. The defense wasn't even that good. Michael Parsons kind of went missing. And there's obviously a few memes about that going around, but I think that they're going to continue to round into form, and I like what they're doing, man. I think that they can start to really turn it on soon. So watch out for the Cowboys because their fans are going to start to get loud and let you know about it. Ravens, you might have forgotten this game. They won in London on Sunday morning. Taking care of business. Lamar looked really good again. The receivers started to look good. Zay Flowers really coming into his own. Mark Andrews did his thing. Odell had a big catch, which is cool. If they start to get a little bit healthier in the backfield and up front and everything, just all around healthier and stay healthy, this team could be very competitive. Big test this week against the Lions. Big test. Jags at 6 had a good weekend result this weekend. Obviously, you hurt your quarterback. That kind of hurts. Literally, it hurts your chances as well. But yeah, they did their thing. Took care of business against a backup quarterback and made him look bad. That's just kind of what you got to do in the NFL. Ridley, continues to be pretty inconsistent, really good and really bad. But as long as you're winning, I don't think they really care. I mean, I will because he's on my fantasy team, but I don't think anyone else cares. Bad game for the Eagles. O-line got hurt, couldn't really do the push as much, and you made Hurts throw and he kept throwing it away to the other team. So if you slow down the run game of this team, you could really, really neutralize this team. And I think that the top 2 teams in the NFC being the Niners and the Lions, I think it's going to really hurt them going forward. Niners, speaking of getting hurt, a lot of injuries, missed 2 field goals, and you lost by like 2 points. I don't think it's much to worry about. I'm overreacting by putting them at 4. Yes, but I got to do that. That's just my job. It's a hot take. Super fluid power ranking system. Like they could lose another game and they could find themselves out of the top 10. It just is what it is. But yeah, they should be fine. Purdy looked a little human because he lost all of his generational type weapons, but I don't think it's really much to worry about. And it's just it's a very tight gap between this top 5. Chiefs at 3, good win. I'd probably have them 2, but the team in front of them beat them. No spoilers, but yeah, the Kansas City did their thing. Travis Kelce continues to be unbelievable, and that defense is really good, man. This may be one of the best defenses the Chiefs have had in a long time. And if they end up getting Frank Clark back, oh man, the team gets even better. How much help do they need? Lions at 2, suffocating win against the Buccaneers, a damn good Buccaneers team. I liked what I saw. I think everyone else involved liked what I saw. Right now, they are my projected Super Bowl. Considering this, I know I was kind of joking about them and the Dolphins being the Super Bowl, but that's just kind of where we're at right now, and it could maybe really happen. That'd be really crazy. Dolphins won. When they keep scoring a billion points and you got people planning out celebrations in the middle of the game, I think that is pretty funny. And that whole thing is gonna result in them being the best team in the league. That video is really cool of him doing the backflip, and I think that the Dolphins just have such a good scheme and offense. It's crazy, and I think they'll continue to be crazy and good and find themselves in Vegas against the Lions as of now. So let me know down below if you agree with these predictions or not. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Like, subscribe. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.